Hey Chad, over at ManCrafting. Why didn't you come to me for tool advice for turning? I would have led you in the right direction, but no, you went to Darryl and you went to Charles and you asked them for advice, and I believe they gave you some bad advice. So I'm gonna have to talk trash in this video. So
Dan, stop antagonizing people and get to work.
Hey, Ken from Moonpie Creations here. Today we're going to talk about turning tools. Recently, a buddy of mine, Chad, over at ManCrafting, posted on Instagram that he bought a whole crap load of traditional turning tools. And he got this advice from Darryl over at Dreadnought Woodworking. You can see his channel. I'll put a link down in my description. And also, he got information from Charles from TheMakersWoodbench. Well, he got a whole bunch of them, and I really think they led him astray. So today I want to talk about what turning tools I really think you need to get started and to absolutely be able to turn some beautiful bowls. Okay, you have a lot of different tools. Okay, you have carbide tools. This one is a carbide hollower tool. You have a carbide parting tool. You have a carbide detailer. You have a finisher. And I do not have a rougher, but I do have a homemade carbide tool or finisher right here. These are one set of tools that you can use, and if you want, you can turn a bowl and you can complete a bowl with just these tools right here. Alright, this may be a little bit controversial. You know, there's a lot of elitists that think that you should only use carbide or you should only use your traditional turning tools. Well, I'm one of those that uses a little bit of all of them, and I think you can marry them up and they have their uses, okay? There's other tools. You can have homemade tools. This is a homemade badan. You also have scrapers. This is my go-to round nose scraper. This is my skew, which you can see all my tools are fairly dirty. They get used a lot. And this is a negative rake scraper. Alright, those are three different types of scrapers. There's also a box scraper, and there's other kinds of scrapers too. What tools do I need to get started turning? If you're going to use traditional tools, this is it. This is a 3/8 inch gouge, bowl gouge. I like the Pinnacle Cryogenics. They're my favorite turning tools right now. I haven't used anything like Carter & Sons or Thompson or anything. But this is all I need. I have a few of them. This is a 1/2 inch one. And then I have a detail gouge right here that I use, and that's a 1/4 inch. These are the only tools I need to turn. Okay, I can do anything with these tools. I can hollow out a bowl, I can scrape a bowl, I can part stuff off with this, I can make a tenon, I can make a recess with this, I can pretty much do everything with this one tool. Now, a lot of people say, well, carbide, you don't have to sharpen as much, but you get a better finish on a turning tool, on a traditional turning tool, than you do a carbide, and that's a fact. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The carbide tools are a little bit more expensive. I will show you. This hollowing tool right here is $130, and I've used it maybe twice. I got it, I thought I was going to use it a lot, and I don't. It's terrifying to use. I have also the hollower number 1, which I don't have out of the package yet. It's still in my shop. I haven't even used it. It's $120. That's $120. And the smaller tools are a little bit less. This tool right here, my gouge, I got at Woodcraft, and it cost about $80. And I have had it for about 3 years now, and I absolutely love it. It was about twice as long. I sharpen it regularly, and it's amazing the finish I can get off of this if I glide the bevel across the bowl. Alright, now I'm not saying definitively that you shouldn't use carbide, because I use carbide. I mix them up. I use this one. I use this one right here for hogging out bowls. You'll see it in a lot of my videos. It's an 18 millimeter round carbide, and I made it from a piece of high-speed steel. I guess that's some Brazilian cherry, and this right here. So I love that tool. So you can use pretty much whatever you want. If I'm trying to scrape something, I'll use this right here. I'll use it just to try to scrape something off if I can't get it with my gouge, because I can't do scraping passes on every portion of the bowl. And one thing I use an extreme lot is this parting tool right here. This is my 1/8 inch parting tool right there. So I love it. Alright, so now you have a little bit of breadth on what types of tools are out there and what you actually need. I highly suggest that you go follow Darryl over at Dreadnought Turning. He does some fabulous work. Go follow Charles at the Makers Workbench, and Chad over at ManCrafting. These are some outstanding makers on YouTube. So until next time, stay cool. Oh, Chad, why would you listen to Charles and Darryl? Why didn't you come to me for information? You know you idolize me. Why would you not come talk to me about turning tools? Now I have to make a video talking trash about you.